So I've never been one to go out of my way to make my trumpet aesthetic, but recently KGU Music and MG Leatherwork, they sent me some trumpet accessories, which we're gonna look at today. So here's the package they sent me. It looks like it went through war to get here, but it got here. So let's take a look. So they didn't actually sponsor me or anything. They just sent me a package of stuff so that you guys could just take a look at it. And like I said, it's two different companies, but they're kind of one and the same. And just one does a lot of leather stuff, and then like KGU Music does things with like metal and like these like valve caps and stuff. So we're gonna take a look one at a time. Now, I'm not 100% sure what each thing is called, but they asked me to look at the website and pick what I liked. So I'll go back and put the name of everything on the screen and the link in the description. All right, I don't know what to start with, so let's just reach in and pull something out. Okay, so this looks like what you put on your valve casing. I've actually never used one of these. I've always seen other people use them, so I'm pretty curious. So yeah, I think the main idea here is to protect these valve casings from any damage, which is kind of a good idea now that I think about it. But maybe it's a good idea for practice, but not performance, because you don't want to kill the vibrations. And I really don't know how to put this on, so give me a minute. Okay, there we go. I assume that you just leave these out. But yeah, that's actually it's pretty comfortable to hold. Yeah, I'm gonna warm up a little bit and test to see if it changes the way that you sound when you play. I'm gonna try and play the same thing twice, one with and one without the valve cover. All right, let's put it on. This is with it. I didn't notice a huge difference just from where I'm sitting. I did notice that the first clip was not my best playing. I didn't feel the horn vibrating like normal, so maybe that's not the best comparison. It did feel a little bit brighter when I had this on, but I can't really tell because, you know, I'm not listening from the other side of the bell. So it's for you to judge. All right, next item. Okay, I have literally no idea what's in here. So this looks like one of these pressure things for mouthpiece pressure. I actually just used one of these for the first time in studio class. And you know, I got humbled very quickly, so let's give this a try. So basically what happens is if you put too much pressure, it compresses and then you can't really play anymore. I don't know if this is exactly the one that I used. It doesn't look quite the same, but this is gonna be embarrassing. Okay, so I just realized it has a dial, so depending on how far you turn it, it changes how much pressure it takes to collapse it. And you actually wanna be careful with this because you can hurt your chops if you just willy-nilly it. Okay, so that's a little bit more pressure. Okay, that's not enough. Yeah, I'm really struggling. So it's like almost impossible to have like a decent sound with this thing in. But it'll tell you if you find that it's collapsing, it'll tell you that you're using more pressure than you were on different notes. So if you can play a middle G fine, but when you go up, it starts to collapse, that means that you're using more than you are in the middle G. So it's the idea is that it'll train you to use like your like face muscles correctly instead of pulling in with the octave key. Yeah, very difficult, and I haven't spent enough time with it to actually be decent with it yet, but this is a very cool tool. All right, next item. Okay, from the looks of it, this is similar to a burp, if burps were low-key aesthetic. Hold on. Oh, okay, so it's like a burp, but it doesn't have the added resistance. So you're basically buzzing at playing position, I think. By the way, a burp is an attachment that you can put here. It's like a piece of plastic. It's pretty cheap, and it gives you resistance. It's like your mouthpiece buzzing in the horn, sort of. It's just like this. Your mouthpiece buzzing like this, but it adds like resistance to, you know, kind of simulate what you get on the horn. Yeah, this is a burp, and it's pretty popular actually, and you just attach it to the lead pipe here. Yeah, it doesn't fit this mouthpiece for some reason, but you get the idea. Yeah, so you can practice, you know, doing like fingers and like playing music while buzzing and build that muscle memory of using your fingers correctly. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I think I might. It's sort of like practice music. Yeah, that's true. Because you can get away with practicing and like replicating the feeling of practice, getting the benefit of practicing your buzzing as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, next item. It's a oh, this is a mouthpiece case. Oh, Leatherwork. So this is one of the MG Leatherwork items. That is a fancy looking mouthpiece case. So it looks like it has a pocket up front here. I don't know what you would put in there. Maybe, well, I don't know. Maybe your metal looking burp. That would fit nicely in there maybe. I don't know. Or like a small piece of paper. That's pretty cool. And then on the inside, obviously it has the room for your mouthpieces. It looks like it can hold mouthpieces of almost any size, maybe? These are like thick spots. Like I can fit 2 whole fingers in there, so you can probably put, maybe not a euphonium mouthpiece, but something on the bigger side for sure, because trumpet mouthpiece will kind of disappear in there. And then you got another little pouch for maybe valve oil or something, slide grease, whatever you want to put in there. Overall, I would say it would probably protect your mouthpieces better than, you know, the type of mouthpiece case that I have. I'm not going to show it because, you know, I don't want to roast them because I like their cases. But yeah, I mean, you can you can carry it around like this if you want. You can attach it probably to your, I don't know what you would attach it to, but it has these, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, overall I would say any mouthpiece case is a good mouthpiece case, because when you have enough mouthpieces, there's literally nowhere to put them in a safe way except for in these. So I'm actually really glad I got this, because I have too many mouthpieces and I have literally nowhere to put them. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm just gonna grab it now. I see that the best item I'm gonna save for last, I think, if it is what I think. So let's take a look. This looks just like that metal thing. Let's see what's in here. Okay, another piece of metal that I don't, oh, this looks like a Mouthpiece Booster. It actually looks pretty cool. I've never used a Mouthpiece Booster, and I don't know if it'll jive with my Lotus mouthpiece, but let's give it a shot.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I have it really close. You basically need it on like a very specific setting. All right, that is as close as I can get it. That took me way too long. Let's play a little bit. I do have it a little bit loose, so it's not exact. And I don't know if that was just user error, but my horn was vibrating more, so maybe they're onto something. Let me try to adjust this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely a different sound. I can't tell how different, and part of it is I'm also using a different mouthpiece right now because my mouthpiece wouldn't fit. But I almost want to argue that since it gives it more like metal to the instrument, and this is also probably made out of something different, which will give a different tone quality automatically no matter how you like cut it. So yeah, I think it gives you a little bit more resonance possibly. I'll have to mess around with it more to see if it's something that I would actually use. But yeah, it's a pretty cool item. All right, we got one more until we get to the one that I'm excited for. And this is a leather plunger mute. Okay, so it looks like you can put your finger there. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't argue with something that you would unironically use in performance. Like, this is just a good mute. So I would love to compare this with my normal, like, actual plunger mute, but I don't have it on me, so we're just gonna have to see how this goes. Yeah, I genuinely think I'm going to try my best to use this instead of a normal plunger mute in general. I like the sound when it's covered, whereas when I'm using my normal one, it's like, ugh. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like dead normal, but this is like character normal, if that makes sense. I don't know how it's coming across, but I wish I could have compared it, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Made out of leather, and you know, I don't know what everything is, but yeah, this is like probably my new plunger mute, unless I'm told otherwise, so yes. All right, this is the moment I've all been waiting for. These guys. So I believe this is called a trumpet trim kit, and you know, you can't see it yet, but trust me. It's basically a replacement for these guys, and these guys. See how boring that is? We're about to fix that. All right, let's start with the bottom. Oh my gosh. It's like honeycomb, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be sick. Just a comparison, this is the one that I just got, and this is the stock one with the horns. So they're very different. And this is actually genuinely kind of heavy, so it's not a piece of plastic. This is legit. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. Hold on. That is the bottom done. Definitely a new look. I think these are the honeycomb ones, so yeah, I'm excited to see the valve caps. Oh, look at that. I don't even know what you call that, but I know what I call it. It's called aesthetic. Okay, that is the first valve. I mean, come on now. Just, come on. Wait. That is so different. Look at that. Like, it goes in instead of just on it. It literally goes inside of the thing. What? Okay. And that just about does it. Yeah, my favorite part is these valve caps. Just please get a gander right now. Like, come on now. You can't tell me that's not good. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I will not be taking these off until instructed otherwise, because why not? Like, the valves still move the same. You know, it looks, it looks sick. So I actually just noticed, and this seems like not that important, but if you try and flat finger this, it almost stops you because the edge is right next to it. So it's like you can't quite push it down all the way, which forces you, and it's a reminder constantly, to have like just good hand technique or finger technique of just keeping it like a C shape. So that's kind of an added bonus. Yeah, I don't feel any difference in terms of like, I had some concern that maybe the valves wouldn't push down as fast or it would sound weird because there's more metal. But if anything, let me check. If anything, I know it might be placebo because I'm enjoying myself with these. It feels like I'm getting just more tone per, you know, what I'm putting in. Sort of how, like, you know, if you play a euphonium, it's got so much to resonate. Maybe this, you know, gives a little bit more resonance. I might be making stuff up, but that's what it feels like, which is an added bonus, I guess. I already said that, didn't I? Feels a little bit different up there, but I'm guessing that's just because this is my first time like playing today. So maybe that's just like, maybe I shouldn't be commenting on the playing too much. Yeah, no, I mean, this is probably my favorite one. This and I think the Plunger, because this is just gonna be like straight up practical. Yeah, this was really cool. I'm really grateful to KGU Music / MG Leatherwork for sending me all this awesome stuff, especially this. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Wait, no, I am kidding. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I think that this is going to be a great practice tool, and I already have, you know, a professor next year who's probably going to make me use these, so it's just nice to have it already. See, again, I'm not actually sponsored, so if you buy this, I don't get anything out of it, but I will put the link in the description. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or if you end up getting one and you like it, you don't like it. Yeah, I think this is some cool trumpet stuff, and it's always nice to, you know, the collection is infinite for these trumpet accessories, especially with, you know, practical things like mouthpiece cases, which you always get new mouthpieces, so it's always nice to have that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.